darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. And welcome really truly to the Christmas season. Are we living and loving, my darlings? Are we living and loving? I am off to Adrian's school for a nice party, and I really decided to let them have it. This is how I'm going. Adrian's mom, this is the bag. Are we living and are we loving, darlings? I got this from Mango about a year and a half ago, and I just loved it. Very classy. It's not too much, and I just thought you come out here in these Christmas season streets and give them a little something in pink, because it's usually red, glitter, white. But I thought, you know what, let me do a little something. And then I got these yellow tassel earrings. Are we living and are we loving? For the hair, for the hairline. Healthy Studio, there was a wonderful lady in the comment section, and she said, is it good for white hair? Ula is white, and Ula sees some kind of hairline sprouting back.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking here.
Moving along. Darlings, do you remember Sele? Do you remember his mom? Sele is on the spectrum, and his wonderful mother approached me on Instagram. She was writing a book, and she wanted us to have a GoFundMe in order for her to get the funds so that she could finish the book. And she says, to my lovely Adrian, how proud of you I am, my darling. Just look at Sele. Just look at how fabulous he is with his tracksuit and his hair. I am so proud of you, sis. I am so proud of you. You bring me to tears. And darlings, this is her book. Sele Speaks Without Words, because he is non-verbal. Sele speaks without words. A sensational accomplishment that you have done here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so touched. Acknowledgements. I would like to give a special thanks to my super backers, Fumidesaluvold. Webby, I salute you. I salute you. Buy the book. Buy the book. All right, my darling. So why are we here? Remember, about a day or two, I had talked about the lady who had come forth. I think she was on ABC News. She's now 38, and she had come out with allegations of what Jay-Z and Diddy had done to her. And there were so many holes in the story. Needless to say, Alex Spiro has responded to that interview, and he talked about how Jay-Z and the family are really upset, that they're mad, that it takes away from victims, and as far as they're concerned, they want to get it dismissed. And so he had this to say. I'm just going to read a chapter of it, but I found it rather interesting. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, said the woman's claim relied on an impossible timeline and a non-existent location, while the lawsuit said the assault happened at a large white residence with a U-shaped driveway. Photos showed both Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter, and Combs at a nightclub following the award show. As a matter of fact, it was also stated that Diddy, who was going with J-Lo at the time, had a wardrobe change, and so he was with her at a different location. It goes on to say, in the suit, the woman said that she snuck she snuck out of the window of her home in Rochester and hitched a ride to the award ceremony from a friend who has since died. She said she watched the event on a jumbotron outside, then befriended a limousine driver who drove her to the house party where she was assaulted by the two rap moguls. The jumbotron did not happen because the award ceremony did not get a license to have the jumbotron. She also mentioned that all of this happened in 37 minutes. Let me continue. Following the alleged doodah, she said she fled the house and called her father for a ride home from a nearby gas station. Remember, she says that she snuck out. Now, this is a 5-hour ride, which means that this would be 10 hours, a round trip. The father would have to go and pick her up, which would take 5 hours in the middle of the night, of which the parents thought that she was in her room. She snuck out of her room. Okay, hypothetically say that the parents did not even know that she had snuck out. But by the time that she had called to say, "Daddy, I need you to come and pick me up," do you not think that the father would have said, "What happened? Why did you sneak out? Who did you go with? Where is your friend?" Do you not think, well, you know what? I'm a different parent. Because if it was Adrian, I would have picked him up and I would have wanted to know where the friend was that I've taken all week to find out why this 20-year-old person has befriended my 13-year-old son. I really would want to know. I would want to know the driver. As a parent, I would have asked if I took the time to get up out of my bed, to drive 5 hours to go and pick up my child and drive 5 hours back, like I don't have anything to do, like I don't have work the following morning. I would not have taken the extra protocol to find out what went on with my child, that who drove my child out there in the night. What if there was a car accident? Do I even know whether this 20-year-old guy is responsible enough where he was not driving and drinking? I would want to know this. Moving along. The allegation, Spiro said, defies credibility. It would have taken her 5 hours to drive from Rochester, the lawyer noted, meaning she would have had to leave her home by 3 p.m. Permits and photographs show that there was no jumbotron outside the VMAs in 2000. The woman's father said he does not recall driving from Rochester to go and pick up his daughter. It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false, said Spiro. One of you said in the comments that children of the spectrum don't lie. And I find that to be true with the work that I do with children on the spectrum. And that's why I have humbly come to the conclusion that I truly believe this never happened, but this woman has been told to say this. And it doesn't wash. And there are so many holes in the story because people at that time knew how all of these events went on. And I don't know any driver who would have the gumption, who would have the audacity to drive off with a young girl and bring her to a house that was supposed to be 20 minutes from the Radio City Music Hall. It didn't exist. The house is not there, was not there. They've cased it out. The Madden brothers, they were on tour in the Midwest. They were what? They were on tour on the Midwest. Jay-Z might be guilty of a whole bunch of things, but I do not believe he's guilty of this. And I stand 10 toes deep in that. Also, Alex Spiro went on to say that he believed that Jay-Z and Diddy were not friends, they were just associates, and that they just supported each other.
He's upset. He's upset that somebody would be allowed to do this. They would make a mockery of the system like this. He's upset that this distracts and dissuades real victims from coming forward. He's upset that his kids and his family have to deal with this. He's upset, and he should be upset.
Will Mr. Carter say anything more specifically about Mr. Combs? He didn't really address him in his statement, but anything since outlets and internet speculation have tried to affiliate them, he didn't really, in his statement, specifically say anything about any of the allegations.
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. they knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case. And there's nothing more to say.
And I disagree. Jay-Z and Diddy have publicly said and admitted that they only allow each other to call them Sean. They're the only ones. They had a close relationship. Every year, Jay-Z held the Rock Nation summer party, of which both of them put together. They were very close. They were very good friends. And I can see why you, Alex, would want to distance your client from Diddy. 110%. He's got businesses, he's got family, he's got all of this. He would want to distance himself. I would say anything to remove myself from A and B, because you know what? I've got a life out here in these streets. You see, here's the thing. I really do not know what happened to this woman. I don't know. And I want justice for her. But we have to have the proof. Without the proof, you can't get justice for her. And so, what they have brought in support for this woman is not enough proof. On the contrary, it makes mockery of the whole shebang. It makes a whole dance, horse and pony show of this. And it cheapens the entire thing. Not only that, it puts 1 or 2 chips in Diddy's pocket. Because if I say I don't believe Jay-Z did it, and it was Jay-Z and Diddy, then guess what? By association, Diddy didn't do it either. If we continue with cases like this, then Diddy will walk. Get it together, Tony Busby. Do your job. Or do I have to come down to Houston, Texas and do it for you? Do your job. This has no merit. It has nothing to do with her. It's the case that she has brought. And the way that she was speaking, it just did not wash for me. But I didn't say anything at the time. I said, let me go ahead and listen. And right from where it was, her father didn't ask her anything. That was where it was just, you know what, hold on, wait a minute. And of course, the mere fact that she was on the spectrum. Again, like I said, I am a huge supporter. I am a huge supporter. I live and love what I do and for who and what I support. And I stand on truth. I stand on truth. I'm not afraid to say the truth. I don't mind to lose friends. I don't mind if you go in the comment section and say, Fumi, wait a minute. Because it's really, truly common sense. How can a 13-year-old sneak out of the house and she calls her father maybe about 6 hours later, and this and that happened to her under 37 minutes. She spoke to Benji Madden. Benji Madden said, I wasn't around, I was on tour singing. Jay-Z and Diddy, when they double check and they've got the photograph evidence, not just to say photograph evidence, that they were in different clubs. Diddy was with J-Lo, I remember, because she had the bandana and everything. She had a wardrobe change. You know, she takes forever to get changed. The father, because you see, this depends on somebody else's life. And so if they came to me and said, did Adrian do this? And I know for a fact that he did not, I would have to step on the truth. You know why? Because I'm not protecting my child here. I am covering him and I am destroying another person's life and his family that he has built. If Adrian did something on his own wrong to steal a sweet or whatever, I'll deny it. But this is somebody else's life. And there are so many people that want to just run Jay-Z into the muck. Let him be guilty. Show me. Show me. Then I'll say, aha. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you sooner than later. Okay, I'll tell you how the party went. Are we living and loving? I gotta go. Ula, are you ready? Let's go, baby. Da, 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 da.